Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. It's the most wonderful time of the week. It's Sarah Wednesday.
Hello.
And the lovely, talented, wonderful, intelligent, funny, glorious wonderfulness that is Sarah is here. Has been coming regularly on Wednesdays. I'm so glad. I'm so glad of that. And also, holy buckets, not only is this woman amazing in so many ways, she's this glorious black top she's wearing, she made that. Just, like you do. It's so pretty.
Thank
it's a
you.
Beautiful pattern.
Thank you. I made it during sprints. So creative sprints.
Yep. It adds up. The time you spend over on creative sprints in the afternoon, if you join us, we make real progress over time. So, all right. So you're so awesome. Okay. Now we are first. Okay. I'm here every single day of the year. Without exception. I have been for over 4 years. Rebecca's saying stand up so we can see.
We don't really have room to stand up where everybody can see we're here, but it's a pop. It comes down.
Look at that.
Yes.
You do such good work.
Thank you.
We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe all this time. Thank you. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to us. Thank you. And if you are watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Miss Sarah will be timestamping today as we go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed. Whatever works best for you.
Free spirit, yes. I curse my existence many times working with the black yarn, as everybody who was on sprints can attest. It was a thing, but it's cool.
It is very cool, and it was done in front of a very bright window.
Oh yeah, with another light and a light, because that was the only way I wasn't going to die. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Old Silver says you inspired me to get a shark robot vacuum. I love it. Awesome. Have you named it? You have to let us know if you've named it. Because I needed two, and I saved up and I got them, and then I saved up for a moppy kind of robot. And the three of them, it's Dasher, Comet, and Blitzen. So, yeah. And did I get them for Christmas? No. Am I a loon? Yes. Okay. Oh, Debsy says mine's called Rosie the Roomba.
Yes. Oh, that is fabulous. Mine's Bruce because he's a shark. So, yes, from Jaws or from Finding Nemo. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Bernadette says what? No Rudolph? Someday, I'm sure. I'm sure someday. Because as they break or they retire them, and if I replace one, I'm give it a different name. I'll make my way through the names. But anyway, all right. Yes, Rhonda Lynn. I wonder if Dumpy's afraid of shark robot vacuums. Deanna Goodman says I have an old shark. It still works great, and I love it. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it still works well. Sandra Nevin says, I vote name robot Rosie or Hazel. Oh, Hazel, the Lost in Space robot? No, not Lost in Space, the Jetsons.
No, Rosie was the Jetsons.
Rosie was the Jetsons. Hazel was... Who was Hazel?
It's in the back, and it won't transfer. Like, I know it, but I can't. Yeah.
Georgia Lisa's great quote from Aretha. Oh, excellent. We're going to get to that in just a second. There was Hang on. Georgia Lee says, mine's Reginald. For the butler, I'll never have. But he answers to Reggie. I watch way too much Greystow Plays, so to me, Reginald is a small square duck in a top hat. Anyway, she was on a TV series as a maid. That's what I thought. I thought she was a person, but it doesn't matter.
The show was called Hazel. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because my brain was going, family affair? No.
Yeah.
And we know it wasn't Courtship of Eddie's Father. We know that. And anyway, so Brady Bunch,
Alice.
Was Alice. And Burnett Smith says, no, that was Mr. French. Exactly. There we go. All right.
You have a Mr. Belvedere, too.
Ooh. Janet says, I have a Dyson named Dyson. Hashtag Virgo things. My Scorpio sun is in the 6th house. I like Virgo things. Anyway.
We had a dog once named DOG. His name was DOG, but we called him DOG.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that. Nice. Oh, okay. Now that we have we've had that thing, I just want to point out today is Juneteenth, the celebration of the freeing, the end of slavery in the U.S., at least in theory, and the horrors that never should have happened in the first place. And I really wanted to ask just straight up front, will racism finally die the death it should have a long time ago? Are we gonna go out to the stars and still be racist? What kind of garbage is that? Yes, Old Silver, the Emancipation Proclamation news reached Texas. Yes. Rebecca Gilberto says, I wish. Yeah. We're moving in the right direction. That's what I'm getting. We're not there. Of course, we know that. We're not there now. And I'm not expecting this to happen in the next couple of years. That's not what I'm asking, because unfortunately, but right now it's having a little retro heyday. But there has been temperance of the devil. And there are some laws in place that say, happy families. There are, I guess they call them mixed families. And the reality is they're all human.
Right.
And it won't be, you will go back to it being, you being ostracized if you start talking that kind of cruel, stupid hatred. We will get there. I'm not even going to say the glass is half full. The glass has like this much in the bottom of it, but it used to have nothing.
Yeah.
There wasn't even a glass. So we have a long way to go, but we're moving in the right direction. That's what I'm getting. So.
Jalea, I agree.
Go ahead.
Country coddled the remains of the Confederacy for far too long. The thing is that at this point, the Doritos Locos Taco has been around longer than the Civil War, than the Confederacy. So
Say that again.
The Doritos Locos Taco at Taco Bell has lasted longer than the Confederacy. So at this point, they really, there. I mean, there's.
That's awesome.
Letting it go is, yeah, yeah. Oof.
I love that.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something. It's gone. It's gone. Anyway, maybe it'll come back. But Amy Jones says, I don't know how we come back from this insanity. No, we will. That's what I was going to say. My only real concern about because we are moving toward massive breakthroughs in human lifespans.
Mm-hmm.
Massive. And the thing is, one of the things that has caused progress is the overturn, the churning.
Mm-hmm.
New people, new thought, new people, new thought, with older people being around long enough to just try to drag their feet to kind of stabilize, to try to create that balance between old and new, which obviously with sometimes negative results if one's outbalancing the other. But yeah, I just look at some of these ultra MAGA jerks and I'm just thinking, oh, he's gonna have a 200-year lifespan, huh? Okay.
Well,
maybe he'll learn. Maybe at 180 he'll learn.
Well, how to put this delicately, COVID taught us that MAGA folks are not quick to listen to science.
True.
So if science develops things that will help extend lifespans, I don't see them jumping on that bandwagon.
True. That's true.
Just throwing that out there.
Also, there's some new studies out. Random health thing. There are some new studies out. They think that because long COVID is a thing and it's awful.
Yes.
And they're thinking they may have figured out that long COVID is being caused by what they're calling rogue antibodies. So,
yeah.
The COVID virus, is nasty. That is a nasty piece of work.
Oh, yeah.
And by nasty, I don't mean it's necessarily man-made. I'm just saying it's just that's the expression.
Yeah, yeah.
So, whew.
Well,
knock on wood, I managed to not get it yet, at least. And neither did my parents. And I'm very, very glad about that because that would be extremely bad.
Yes.
So, Joanne Smith says, I mask up still and have not gotten it. I hear you. Yeah, I know I'm a loon, but I spray down my groceries. It's faster. Oh, well. Anyway, okay.
All right. So if you are out and about today, trying to support some Black-owned businesses, especially here in the U.S., if you're not able to get out and about while you're on YouTube, check out a couple African-American creators here on the Tube of Views later this afternoon. If you're looking for ways that you can, support people on Juneteenth or whatnot, because I know a lot of times we don't know what to do. So, but yes, so those are, girl, you are blessed that your COVID was not bad. So, but it's good though. That's good.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you had it twice, but yeah.
Anna, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, honey.
Bless.
Well, let's try to.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to bring people down. I thought I heard something good that the closer they get to figuring out what causes it, the quicker they can come up with something to counteract it.
Yes.
So
we're gonna throw some positive energy in here and lift back up real quick. And at 15:20, y'all. I don't know how many of you are familiar with 60s cartoons.
Hang on, let me see if I hang on. Let me pull up. I can pull up the image, or even better yet, a GIF. Hang on, let me share. Dag nabbit.
Yes, one of his. Oh, that's the perfect GIF right there. Because under the heading, "Oh, ya long-eared, fur-bearing, flat-footed varmint," Marge's own constituents are now calling her the girl version of Yosemite Sam, saying every time she gets riled up, she just starts to go pew 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 like Sam does with his little pistols, and because her words are and crazy are all over the place. And this is her constituents saying this. So is this indicative of her finally losing her seat?
I'm just loving.
Yes.
Just loving some of these gifts. Oh, God.
She just gets all riled up over nothing. And yeah.
Behind.
Oh,
it's a skunk. Oh, run. Jeez.
Yeah. That man. Or I say man. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah.
It's time big enough for the both of us.
Well,
sorry.
It looks like that her constituents may be pulling her out of town, or out of the town of the District of Columbia, rather. So, yay.
6-shooter, 7-shooter, 8-shooter, 9-shooter. All right, enough of that jocularity. So, what was the actual thing about?
Is this indicative of Marge finally losing her seat? Harper, that is so sweet. Harper has donated 5 memberships.
Thank you, Harper. Thank you. Thank you. Doesn't feel like it. Everything about her leaves us face palming.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Wheel of Fortune. She's had her ups and downs, but as long as she's in a super red district where people are voting Republican in a big way, and she can still raise enough money, she can continue to throw her bits like a monkey at random people. Knight of Swords, 3 of Cups. Why do I keep getting that she's got some kind of legal problem in her future?
Oh.
Longtime viewers, hasn't it? Yes, Teresa Ford, I think we can all say she bugs our bunny.
Yes. That was a good one, dear. That was a good one.
That was hysterical. Yes. She was. You're right. You're right. Flag this. Her part in Jan 6. I keep getting some kind of aggressive law enforcement leads to us being happy. If it just ended on this, it would be her running rampant, but it's not.
Okay. And CC Ryder brings up a good point. Remember, she asked for a
Ooh.
pardon.
Woo.
So, all right. Well, and wouldn't that be a coinky dink? I find it funny that we're discussing Marge being removed potentially by the 14th Amendment on Juneteenth. There's just something about that, you know? Yeah.
Very fitting.
Okay. Well, on to Trump land.
I can't even wear fake lashes because of my glasses. But it kind of makes me want to wear fake lashes. Anyway.
I know. I should have put some on today. Oh, goodness. All right, Heather. And backing up real quick, I'm going to have to redo the time on this. I will say, as I was typing up long-eared, fur-bellying, flat-foot varmint, I was thinking bad built, but yeah, bleach blonde, bad built. Yeah, there's a cadence to it. Okay.
Well, there's some people who they either heard it differently or there's question because some people didn't hear the word butch. They didn't hear it as butch.
I heard it built body. Yeah, bad built body. Yeah.
No, well, some people heard it not with the U.
Oh, yeah.
With an I?
That. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But David Meinhardt suggesting just stick the lashes on the lenses. I'm sure that would work fine.
Okay, y'all.
Don't tempt me. You know me. You know I have that Sagittarius stellium. I will glue them right here.
Yes, she will.
I will come on with the biggest lashes. I will go to Amazon and I will like give up like an item of food in order to be able to get the longest eyelashes and glue them right here.
Wonder if you can still get those big fake eyelashes, that the plastic ones that they used to put on beetle bugs in the early aughts. You know what I mean? Like on the headlights.
Plastic.
Yes. Just get some in. Okay. All right.
Cynthia O'Keefe says get contacts. Oh, my friend. No health insurance. I needed to replace these glasses for a long time. I cannot afford contacts. Thank you.
Heather says Roger Stone was recorded mentioning technology as a key weapon for MAGA's victory in this election. Is the mysterious LLC funding money to tech companies to create deepfakes and propaganda bots?
Oh. $3.1 million. I'll look at the cards. The energy feels like no. And it's something. Surprise. Entertainment only YouTube. If it's not illegal, it's unethical. That's what it feels like, and that wouldn't exactly be a stretch. Yes, Michelle. Sounds like your Halloween costume is coming together. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. Thank you, Cynthia O'Keefe. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Katura. Twitter, Amazon lashes. Thank you.
That is hysterical.
Don't encourage me. Really, don't.
Y'all, I'm serious.
Never underestimate how much I'm willing to be silly on camera.
Very much so.
Okay. Anyway, you should see my July 4th costume. Well, you've seen it.
I have. That's why I'm.
Oh, it's that
fabulous. Bad? No, it's fabulous. Okay. I can't wait for them to see it.
Okay.
I'm like,
okay. I don't have any swords here. This isn't technology. Something about Trump. Something about the star feeling beaten up. Knight of Cups. Because people have been coming for Trump, he's in dodgy financial trouble.
Mm-hmm.
There's an institution in the middle and a King of Pentacles. So using the system, the institutions, and this is a conservative, working. But this is unlike, I mean, the Fool card in this deck the Magician in this deck isn't a con man as often as this guy is.
Right.
Because he's got that woman naked under false pretenses.
Mm-hmm.
Shady.
Mm.
I've got shade going on. I don't have any. I would think technology is air signs, so you get swords, but nothing.
Okay, so it's underhanded. Whatever's going on is underhanded, but it might not be quite as technologically related as that. Is what you're getting?
Let me see if I can get any more information. $3.1 million. Do you know how many kids that could feed? Too much better our country would be if all of the children were fed always.
Mm-hmm. Republicans couldn't even give kids a school lunch. They don't care. Yeah.
Oh. But tell me more about the prosperity gospel. Mm-hmm. 10 of Cups. He's going to lose. He's going to lose. And he's trying to, but he's scrambling. He's not going to give up because he can't. Financially, he can't give up. 10 of Swords. Hanged Man. Things not going well for him. And there's Mar-a-Lago. And his supporters. But retreating to Mar-a-Lago because things are not going well. 10 of Swords, all the metaphorical legal swords, and hanging by his ankle, which also makes me wonder about ankle monitor. Is this because this is also the ankle monitor card, but he's shuffling money around. Campaign money is a wash. Remember what he did with the inauguration funds? Remember that mess? And there should have been, and why there should have been people sent to prison over that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and at 2840, there's a follow-up question. Is this the last election cycle where Roger Stone has any real influence or power?
There's a recording of him that it may or may not be him talking about the 2024 election, but I listened to it and it sounded a lot like him just trying to sound like he's still relevant.
Lord knows they all love to hear themselves speak.
Oh God. And well, then again, I have a YouTube channel. I'm here every day.
Okay, yeah, but you're answering questions of other people. Stone just talks to talk. Like your purpose, the reason for the channel is to help people, to help them find answers, to help calm them, to create a community. Stone just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. So, yes, Lewis, he reminds me of the Crypt Keeper. Absolutely. Sorry.
And I can promise you, I do not have a Nixon tattoo.
This is true. Mentally, Roger Stone is what would have happened if Alex P. Keaton had gone really bad. Because remember, Keaton, it was Reagan and Nixon. He had and the show Michael J. Fox's character.
Family Ties.
Family Ties. Yeah.
Okay.
He was super, super Republican and whatnot. So I think that if he had gone bad, he would have grown up into not Alex Jones, but Roger Stone. Yeah.
Well, he has his own problems. And I think they're coming from a bunch of different directions. Age, health, nobody trusting him, people who are trying to do nefarious things don't usually like hanging out with somebody, excuse me, who goes around with a film crew, is filming them all the time. Four of Cups, Knight of Swords, refusing to. I mean, he's the reason for the, what was it, Brooks Brothers riot? They called it in Florida. So. Yeah, whatever they called that. That was him. He organized that. He got those bros to go and bang, just like a riot, like banging on the doors where they were counting votes. Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Cups, Emperor. His brand of dirty tricks, it's a new era. That particular time has passed.
Thank God.
And things are different. You don't shame people in the same way you used to. There's social media. Everybody's got a camera. And he was a shady character back then. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, and I'm not saying anything inherently negative about the company. It's you do you. But there's something about Roger Stone that reminds me of, he's like the worst of TMZ.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
Where he just goes for the muckiest of the muck. But TMZ has broken some good news stories. So I'm not knocking. I'm just saying about,
yeah.
They're the most successful tabloid going. So
you're talking about the sorry, brief sidebar here.
Yeah.
Anybody who's been around a while knows how my brain works. Talking about the being a new era and cameras and whatnot. You can't act like that anymore. Does anybody remember the African American gentleman who was bird watching in Central Park and the woman was harassing him? And you know that not only did she lose her job, he was offered a show on National Geographic and he just won an Emmy last year. So karma does her thing. So yay. Okay. At 3340. Flag This has a question. MAGA congresspeople are trying to officially declare the January 6th committee and all of its work illegitimate, and therefore any subpoena violations would be rendered obsolete. Why go to such lengths to keep Scabby Steve out of jail?
I don't think it has to do with him.
I think it might have more to do with Jimmy Jim than Stevie Steve.
Yeah.
But will they
have any success?
Yes.
Declaring the Jan 6 committee, etc. Oh, it's illegitimate. Sit down. I'm not getting a full sit down, but I'm getting something in that direction. This is just obnoxious. Card for the reading. They're just being obnoxious. Far right action. It's weak. It's the Page of Wands. Queen of Wands is beneath that. It's there might be a couple of names associated with it who have a tiny bit of power, but this is not
Right.
This is not a juggernaut of energy. Eight of Pentacles. We know how they tried to derail everything.
Mhm.
Knight of Cups. And everybody who was on the Jan 6 committee was facing a headwind the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Corruption. Trying to destroy our democracy. That's all bad. 9 of Cups. All the evidence laid out here, 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 here. They've got it organized. Page of Pentacles. So you're going to try what? You little, 100-pound weakling of a card?
Yeah. Yeah. Have a seat. Have several seats. Take a bench.
Yeah. And I mean that in the old-fashioned sense.
Oh, yeah.
We know there are some 100-pound people who could wipe the floor with any of us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But
alrighty. And at 36:05, Claude has a question. Melania seems to be fed up of Dumpy. Will she leave him before or after the election? Because we know she's going to go at some point.
I literally had it run through my head in her accent, which I do very, very badly. Not before. Not before. I get more money if I am here. But it's not real. I mean, it's not honest work.
Right.
In the sense of, yeah.
Yeah.
Knight of Swords. She's put up with a lot. I don't like the woman, but she's put up with a lot. I think we could safely say that.
Oh, yeah.
3 of Wands. She's waiting for her ship to come in from the King of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
So she's hanging in there. She gets more money.
Okay.
Yes, stars, be best. Or as I think her real slogan is be invest.
Mm-hmm. At 37:40, Michelle says Stevie 3 Shirts New York trial with Judge Merchan is set for September 23rd. Will a conviction in that trial result in a much longer sentence that will begin as soon as his 4-month sentence ends in October?
Stevie 3 Shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Merchan. That earlier nickname for him it's a really good one, but it just grosses me out too, so I won't use it. So we'll just stick to Stevie 3 Shirts.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's just gross. Hang on. Well, it's a week and a half until Stevie 3 Shirts is in prison. Goes to prison for 4 months, something like that. 4 of Pentacles. He's suffering. Hal covered his recent talking in his basement in the My Pillow fort.
Mm-hmm.
It's war room. We'll do war. He was drunk as a skunk.
Oh, yeah.
He was 3 sheets to the wind. I mean, it wasn't even subtle.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, he did everything but just have a little drinky poo.
Yes, it was very Vitamita Vegemin of him. Yes. Do you poop out at parties? Yeah.
He's struggling, as he should, just spreading hate. Ace of Cups, 5 of Cups. He's disappointed. He's they're raining on his parade.
Oh,
and he'll get out. Yes. And he'll get out, and then he thinks he's going to make but the thing is, this doesn't feel like big money. This feels like a new start, but this doesn't feel like a huge chunk of money. He's a little bit of a cockroach. I mean, I don't think we're necessarily going to.
I'm sorry. Oh.
I don't think, I don't think we're going to be able to get rid of him entirely, but it feels like his power wanes. So, yeah, he's only going to be there for 4 months. So it's
already. Okay, so now we're gonna leave Trump land, yay, and go to the SCOTUS building. Ugh.
Oh God!
I know. I'm sorry, but I'm here with you, dear. I'm here with you at 41 even.
I agree, Lewis. I love Sarah's laugh too. Yeah. Lori Love says a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Lori Love says a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I bet they found the bug emojis. Okay, sorry. Okay. You're saying.
Neri Mortimer has a question. Will Justice Roberts now step up and tell Alito and Thomas that they have gone too far with rulings on guns that will put the court as the number one with, a bad conscience with blood on their hands? So, I mean, will Roberts just finally say, you've crossed a line? I could see wanting this to happen. I personally just think they all lack enough of a moral compass to be able to see a line, much less acknowledge that it exists before they, tap dance completely. No, river dance. They are stomping across whatever line there is. We're beyond tapping. Yes. We're Michael flattering ourselves across the line.
It's like the ethics situation.
Nothing
has teeth. There's a group of them, far right. Do what they want. Ace of Wands, take whatever action they want. Eight of Pentacles, the business people giving them stuff and working, and Page of Wands, weakened them, but what do they care? Now, I do end up with a Hermit and a Queen of Cups. So there may be some progress here, but this whole thing makes me want to cry. It just feels so disappointing. I don't know why I feel suddenly, I'm like for real. This is not good energy. That is weird.
Okay. Well, we're in crappy energy, but we're gonna keep going through it.
I'll make it through.
Oh no, I'm just saying, I'm here with you, dear. I am here with you. You are not going through all this by yourself.
Thank you, my friend.
You
are, and we're in this together.
Absolutely. Okay. Flag this is wondering, rumblings of a left-wing talking point are that Chump will appoint 2 new judges to SCOTUS if elected, as Alito and Thomas are planning to retire during a GOP presidential term. Will this messaging be effective? Will this warning of, hey, they're going to retire when there is a Republican president in office?
Friend, that's a very good idea.
Oh, yeah, we're in Sage Bump It Town.
Ooh, that's better.
Good.
Okay, people, voters, come on. It isn't that we're going to get younger Supreme Court justices in. That nobody cares.
No.
But it's we've got to change the composition of the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to give people rights back.
Mm-hmm.
No one should be a second-class citizen.
Not
No
at all.
one should have to. Men can go from state to state to state and have the same rights and not have to think about it. But women have to be careful which state they live in, and that's a bunch of malarkey. In this deck, 5 of Pentacles, woman, homeless woman, desperate with a baby. And hemmed in. Lover's card, Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands. But they're just, and with their con about, oh, think of the children, da da da. Yeah, I'm thinking about the living children, the other children that these women already have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about this woman being around to raise her children. I'm thinking about women having the option to do what to have bodily autonomy.
Exactly that.
But no, 10 of Pentacles, the dynasty, the blah blah blah. This is, people are thinking about this. They are. Good. This is going to be a thing when we vote. Yes, old silver, equal human rights. Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Let me see if I can. So, is the Supreme Court situation? What is going? Is the Supreme Court situation going to give Biden and the presidency and Democrats power? Interesting. And a number of years ago, my cards decided to split. I don't know if it was just ease of, because I read on politics every day, but it's split into cups are Democrats, pentacles are Republicans, and wands are MAGA. And then swords end up being like law enforcement, the military, legislation, or the courts. Something like that.
Okay.
Well, this has, the card for the reading is the 5 of Wands, which would be stirring the pot and MAGA being all up in their feelings. What's interesting here is I don't think that split is here. I think this is telling one story, which is temperance and world. Because women had too many sleepless nights.
Amen.
And too much pain and grief. And women, that is not conservative women. That is women who, we are not under the thumb of men. We work.
Mm-hmm.
We build our own lives. We so many people raising, children on their own. And this 6 of Wands, it should be, this should be a conservative victory, but it doesn't feel that way. This feels like the way that Democrats, we're hauling back on the flag.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not your symbol. That's America. That's what that feels like. This is a victory for women. We're not letting you usurp, and we're not going to let you pretend it's 1950 anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Anne says we used to be controlled by men, not anymore and never again. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And again, I know I've been talking about this way too much, but I gotta say again, I've been watching a whole lot of Perry Mason. Started in 57. And even in 57, 58, 59, I think I'm in 1960 now. Yeah. My gosh. the whole thing was that his secretary Della Street, he in the books, he asked her to marry him multiple times.
Right.
And she always said no because it meant she would have had to quit her job.
Mm-hmm.
Because married women didn't work like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, flag this. Be glad women only want equality, not revenge.
That part.
But the Taylor Swift song is awesome. I've got to say that. That's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. All right. At 50:45, Jennifer wants to know, will there be any repercussions for Thomas on the bump stock gun issue? How does this represent our values when 80% of citizens want reasonable gun laws?
How would there specifically be repercussions for Thomas?
Well, in the sense of, will this somehow through Roberts or whatnot, it's sort of in the vein that we were talking earlier. I mean, will he be censured? Will this cause anything? Will he face anything?
He's one of the group of them on the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to we've metaphorically we've taken a spoon to a gunfight. Metaphorically, playing games. Look at this, look at that. Oh, disappears. Play games. And he might face something, but this is minor arcana. And it's just, he causes as much pain as he's going to get. Well, no, he causes more pain than he's going to get because, yeah. I won't go into any details there, but yeah. Lewis says the men in Congress, men, quote unquote, forget that women make up 51% of the population and usually outlive us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you.
At 52:25, Nancy wants to know. Nancy has a question about Scalia, about if Scalia's demise was natural or something else. His death and immediate burial without an autopsy has always bothered me, she says. Now, I personally think he was evil, and evil will eat you.
Yes.
I mean, how do you put that on an autopsy? Demonic possession? I don't know, but still, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for the world, he's done,
Mm-hmm.
and he was important. There's the country.
Mm-hmm.
Hemmed in Night of Wands. This is kind of what he did. I don't have. This is what he did. A lot of it will be overturned, is what this feels like. His extremism will be overturned, is what that feels like. And he's so prominent. He's like, we remember him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will remember you. I don't want to, but
We didn't say we would remember him in a favorable light. I mean, we remember Jack the Ripper, but that doesn't mean that, you know.
Yes. So, bye. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
One last SCOTUS question, and then we are out of here.
Okay.
Or
out of that energy.
Out of that energy, yes. At 54:10. This is interesting. Dee wants to know, does SCOTUS suspect 45 will lose, so they're making rulings designed to tie up Congress and Biden in the new term? Are they just trying to make things as difficult for Dems as possible because they think the Dems are going to be around for a while and they just want to make them look bad?
Okay, here's the thing. I think they would do that anyway.
Well, the SCOTUS think that Trump is going to win.
The SCOTUS think Trump is going to win. Oh, my neck's suddenly tight. No, actually. And we're talking specifically about the MAGA people on the court. It's a mixed bag. They go back and forth, but so does Trump. Three of Wands. A lot of them want Trump. Judgment, Nine of Swords. Well, they've faced judgment with Biden there. How dare you question us? Knight of Pentacles. We have bags of money to go pick up. Ace of Wands, and we have horrible rulings to make because we're important and we're the stars. You know, they've got to bring out their rulings, their final rulings soon, because I have a multi-million-dollar vacation gifted to me that I need to be in Bali. I need to be on the private jet to Bali. So could we hurry this up?
Flag this. I'm going to point out a flaw in your logic here. Scalia was an opera lover, so he couldn't have been entirely bad. Hitler was an animal lover. Loved some dogs. I think sometimes spirit hands out like, you know, you've got one saving grace. Unfortunately, it is not enough.
If you just focused on that,
right?
You just made that his focus in life.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're out of SCOTUS land. We're going into election questions. I don't think we're going to have time to go through all of these, but the first one.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Please pause. Naomi's saying my mom went to work full time in 1959. I did all the chores and made dinner at 10. My parents would be
home by 6.
Home by 6. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm not saying there was so much. There was this ideal, and then there was the reality.
Yeah.
And the reality was so much different and so cruel and awful.
Yeah.
Truly, truly awful. So please, when I say that, it's not that I just want everybody to be aware. I'm not saying that, well, that's how they acted. No, that's what they said. There was the hypocrisy. Oh, last night, and last night on the episode I was watching, I don't think these are spoilers. Well, I guess kind of. Well, anyway, this is a show that came out in 1960. So if you haven't seen it, it's one of 9 seasons, and so there are a lot of. I don't think you're going to. I don't think this is going to ruin anything for you. Anyway, so basically, you had the skeevy executive guy at the office who asked one of the secretaries to work late to some kind of report. And then when she went to leave, he had snuck out and he had removed a piece of her engine. So her car wouldn't start. So he had, I'll give you a ride home. No worries. You know, and while we're out, we could go to dinner. Oh, wait, I forgot. I needed that report we just worked on. I've got to drop that off with so-and-so tonight. I absolutely have. Do you mind if we drop by? Sure. Where is it? Oh, it's at this beach house. No big deal. And then once they were there, he was like, hey, why don't you go make some martinis? And, you know, because this guy, I guess he's running late and da-da-da-da. And so he plied her with a couple of martinis, and then, oops, guy's not coming. And he starts making the move on her. And normally in these shows, if she slaps him, then that's the end of that. Oh, no. He was not going to be dissuaded. And so she had to, you know, pretty much deck him and run. And then he's chasing her. And over the dunes. And she's smart. And she hides and she circles back and gets in his car and takes off. And ends up going to Perry Mason. And what Perry Mason does, I thought was sad, but interesting, because it wasn't a matter of go to the police right away.
Mm-hmm.
The whole murder mystery part that hadn't kicked in yet. But that's just that situation. It wasn't, okay, we'll go to the police. Perry Mason called Paul, the private investigator, who's also a big beefy guy, and said, there's a man who needs his ears pinned back. And Paul, you know, I guess I knew who this person was and was like, okay. And then even once because of course, you know, she ends up being his client and on trial for murder, whatever. And even when all of this came up and they were talking about it, nobody believed her. Well, I mean, Perry did. Paul did. Della did. But the other people, the prosecutors and what have you, oh no. And since I love Paul Drake still, you and me both. Whew. William Hopper was a looker.
Yeah, he was.
And a war hero, by the way. Yeah, victim blaming, big time like this. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No.
Paul Drake is Della's son in real life. No. William Hopper was the son of Hedda Hopper, which is, I believe, one of the reasons why the fact that Raymond Burr was gay stayed underneath the radar, because the show gave her son such a good opportunity.
Right.
That's what I think. So anyway.
Okay.
By the way, the guy who attacked that, he comes to a sticky end and deserved it.
Well, there you go. This next question.
I'm so sorry. Lewis is asking, what streaming service are you getting, Perry Mason? It's actually Freevee is running it on Amazon Prime Video. So yeah, I have to watch ads, but it's got the whole series on. So I watch it through Amazon Prime Video.
Mickey says, go ahead.
If anybody knows a way I could watch it without ads, please let me know, because I'm only on season 4. There are 5 more seasons. But go ahead. Sorry.
Apparently, Della's son played Paul in the movies. That's where the disconnect is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, y'all, this question, we're not going to have time to go through all of the election stuff because it is Wednesday. But the mental image of this had me giggling earlier. So, at 1 minute, or 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 25 seconds, Sharon says, during the debate, when Dumpy roams around and attempts to loom over Biden like he did Hillary, will Biden's Secret Service tackle Trump, therefore having Dumpy's detail join in on a brouhaha brawl? Like, or is it
dueling Secret Service? No.
Right? No. Well, but will Dumpy be told to sit down? Will be allowed to roam?
Well, this first debate, no. At the first debate, it's very controlled.
Yes,
but maybe in future. Trump and the presidential debates. Trump and the presidential debates.
Will he have an opportunity to attempt to physically intimidate Biden?
Yeah. Don't do it. Serious, Trump, just don't do it. Do not go to the debates. It is going to be bad for you. Did you take down the...
Oh, yes, sorry. I thought I had done it accidentally. There we go. Okay.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay, that was it. Biden, continue to go ahead on the right, continue to talk down Joe Biden. He's weak. He can't function. Because he'll show up again, like at the State of the Union, and just be perfectly fine. He's stronger than you think. Five of Pentacles, adding insult to injury. Queen of Swords. Trump is burdened. Maybe things might be a little better if there's a debate where he can have an audience who will heckle and support him and heckle the other side. But on the whole, I got a Hermit card. These are also legal Trump's legal problems. I mean, I think he's too classy to do it, but when Trump comes out, Biden could say, I'd like to, thanks CNN for organizing. Thank you to my wife. Thank you to, and thank you to the felon who has agreed to debate me. I would.
I'd give a real big thanks to Milwaukee.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to lose this, but anyway, Trump is burdened. Trump has problems, and ultimately it does not go well for him. So I'll just leave it at that. But, yeah.
I think that's going to do it for us.
Yeah, because this is literally about to die on me. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Miss Sarah. I love Sarah Wednesdays. I just love spending time with you, my friend. You're awesome. All right.
I love being here.
So it is 1:08 p.m. here in Chicago and in Louisiana. And at 3 o'clock, there are creative sprints where Sarah made that amazing top she is wearing by hand herself.
Yes.
Because she's awesome and that's just what she does. But everybody works on their projects over there, and you make progress. You just keep showing up and working a little new project here and there. It adds up over time. So you're always welcome. Link to the Creative Sprints channel is in the description, I believe. So anyway, please remember, you are not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. And I will see you tomorrow right back here. Same cat time, same cat channel. All right. So take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay.